And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now a first down throw. Watson flush to his right. He's going to take off.
You like my mixtape.
Out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with...
Bro, Makai, you sent it to me. This man here brain dead.
On second down. Watson flushed out right. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Oh, he couldn't turn. Oh my God.
Down at the 3. A good pickup there.
This man forgot already.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller on the touchdown pass. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice pass start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Okay, you still in? But I think, yeah, you sent it to me before you even posted it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Rodgers will bring the pack.
Oh snap! I'm tripping. Right, come on. Oh no. About to lock in real quick, man.
Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae.
Bro, he not dropping it?
That's crazy. 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Look at that, boy. Stop playing.
The Texans come at him. Able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Do it.
Another try after the first down.
Give me that.
Rodgers. And he's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Oh, my God.
It's a gain of 35.
I got Eli up on my team, man.
You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Thank you.
And the throw left
Oh
side
my
here
God.
is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rodgers will try again on second
Oh,
down.
no.
He sets up the screen to Jones.
Let's go.
Short of the 25. The nice
Madden
move
just
couldn't
saved me from a
ultimately
touchdown,
free him.
man.
They leave him with 3rd and 4. They face a
You gonna go for it again?
after that last
You better not,
completion
bro.
gets him 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He's just throwing the ball.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it breaks. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Johnson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Watson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. To the air yet again. Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss. Gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Not much there, only a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, the left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
What'd you say?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Coming to you, coming to you.
On first down, Watson being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Watson's throw, he'll take it in by Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Rolling to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers on the move to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Rodgers now on 1st first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And Crosby puts it through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had of going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Rolling to his right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Now it's Watson. Finding fouls complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly. Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Okay. All right.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Somebody
happened?
You said who is?
Cause I didn't hear you leave.
Oh.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway in Buffalo. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
Bro, he didn't even block, bro. Like, come on.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
He's going to go deep for Beasley, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in the sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. A toss running left. Dobbins. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Andre Roberts now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, he's going to loft one deep over them. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Brandon, that's what I call an oak tree play. That quarterback just stood in there, absorbed the hit, and still was able to deliver the ball downfield.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jackson throwing here, complete to Boyle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the 29, Jackson. That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. I would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They're going to try and run, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's getting down.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Allen on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon.